No, you haven't stepped back into the Middle Ages, but it may feel like it. Shows like Game of Thrones and Vikings have thrusted the medieval times into the spotlight. But for some, it's a passion that they've enjoyed long before its recent resurgence. The Danelaw Medieval Fighting Society was founded in 1985, and every Wednesday evening, they transform a scout hall in Marylands into a battleground. One of the yearly highlights of the society is the Blacktown City Medieval Fair, which is part of the city's annual festival and one of the most popular events. Professor Louise Dawson from Macquarie University says that the vastness of the medieval period is one of the reasons that so many people find this era intriguing.
It represents, I think, in people's minds, a lost world. So I think that it is something that people are drawn to, and historically it's been the case that people are most drawn to this period at times of cultural uncertainty.
Oh, okay.
Because it comes to represent a world of stability. So people are kind of drawn to that, but at the same time, a period that was sort of volatile in a way we understand as well. So that kind of mixture of stability and constant sort of volatile warfare and change is something that's sort of familiar, but also in another way kind of comforting.
For some, their love of the medieval world has turned into a business, and whilst it is a niche area, there is an array of customers from outside the medieval world.
There is a wide popularity of swords. I think many people are interested in swords, even if they're not necessarily interested in history. They like them for decorative or cultural reasons. Then you've got fancy dress parties, you've got independent film festivals, you've got advertising agencies. So there's all kinds of people that come to us to buy costumery and weapons, not just the reenactment crowd.
One of the alluring things about medieval reenactment is the connection that the participants have with a lost ancient world. The thought of catching up with mates, donning some armour, and attacking each other with swords is also a drawcard. Professor Dawson says that these aspects could be some of the reasons that people become drawn to this world and what it represents.
Things like Iron Fest, and you see this very, I think, really fantastic DIY culture of people making stuff themselves, forming community with each other. So I think there is a kind of sense in which it's simultaneously very modern, but also a response to the modern world and kind of against some aspects of the modern world.
So all it is swapping. There's a lot of different patterns, a lot of different styles, and all it involves is looping them around your finger and swapping them over.
So, if you're a lover of Game of Thrones or Vikings and want to experience it for yourself, grab yourself a sword and shield and give it a go. Jen Bedoya, Chalk and Cheese.